Victoria.
Wow. Hello.
Thank you for joining us in the show.
Yes.
She almost kept going there.
Fell in.
We've got these lovely chairs that are total crap.
They're ridiculous.
Several years ago.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of money. And they're made of the worst plastic.
It's meant to look like wicker furniture. It's that
Crap.
UV.
Yeah, it's UV resistant. Sure it is.
Stuff, and it's just But someone sits on it.
Okay, turn back this way.
Someone sits on it with a phone in their back pocket or something, and it's just like
Corrects it.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Joe
Brisket Bob.
Moon,
Hi.
Virginia, Brisket Bob. This is going to be an amazing show. We're going to explore how are you getting in your way. We're not going to name names, but God, we've got so much great feedback on a post I popped up today.
Oh, cool.
So just have some fun with this stuff because my God, guys, it is so easy to get results and to get in your own way because getting in your own way is a result.
Yeah. Okay.
Virginia.
God, I haven't
Bob.
seen you in ages.
Welcome. Hey, buddy.
Mariana.
How are you? Big love to you.
Hello. Or Marianne.
Marianne.
Catherine. Joe without me.
Joe without an E.
Okay.
All right. So we don't have a Neville Goddard quote today because there's no way I could just pick one. We may pull one out of the... Give Victoria something to do.
Oh, the prosperity. Oh, the Feel It Real
The
Power.
Feel It Real
Pack.
Power Pack. So...
Right. Okay.
All right, so we've got all your bits here. Ooh, and we're going to name... We're not naming
Names?
names. No, we're not naming
Oh.
names. That's right. Richard has made it, Joe.
Okay.
Catherine.
And there was
You're on
someone...
holiday in Spain. Cool.
Oh, who?
Catherine.
Catherine. Oh, nice.
So what?
Cool.
You're going to have rice while you're there? The
Where
whole
are
Spanish
you in
rice thing,
Spain?
you know?
Are you going to what was that town that I went to? It's absolutely gorgeous.
Don't know.
Not Barcelona, but I mean
Barcelona.
somewhere else. It's fantastic. Okay.
All right. So,
Yes.
Joe Moon, Virginia, Bob.
Yep.
Is there more there? No, that's it. All right. So, we sound good, look good. We're using the different platform today because we can. Put a bun in the fire I did. All right. So,
Bob says, go ahead, name names. Brisket is getting burned.
all right. So,
Okay.
I put up a little post and basically said, look, if you're not getting the results you want, why? Right?
Okay.
But by the way, everyone can answer this because at any time you cannot be getting the results you want. So even Neville said something about, if I confess the amount of times I couldn't successfully move my attention. Dude, the dude woke up, right? And he was great at this stuff. And he was willing to go, yeah, you know what? If I could confess how many times that I didn't succeed, yeah, that's the cool bit. So don't ever beat yourself up or anything like that. So just notice, why am I not getting the result that I want now? Right? This is how you bring. By the way, some people, right, won't comment on stuff like this. Oh, we can't talk about stuff like that.
Yes.
We can't talk about what's happening. It's like,
yeah, because then it feels like if I talk about it, then I'm not. I'm denying the fact that it's here already.
yes. Now get this could be one of Victoria's,
Yeah.
but it's definitely a common one, right? So what do I tell my friends whenever they ask if I'm married? You tell them you're single if you're single, for God's sake, because they're not asking in consciousness, are you married or single? They're asking about Echoville because that's what they think is true, right? So you tell them about Echoville because they might have Mr. Right for you, right? So if you got something going on in Echoville, I refuse to talk about it because that will give it life. That means you bought some bullshit, right? Because it's not the words.
That's some bullshit.
All right, so Victoria.
Yes.
Let's I'll toss some things up and we'll just
E-Dog's caught. I don't know if I should kind of just
go fix him.
Just fix him.
All right. So one person says, we'll just give you code names. Robert, this is not Brisket Bob, says, myself, I get in the way. Now, this is really cool, guys. So we're gonna do a little bit of like what we would do on a live call or in a seminar or whatever because I can. So here's the question. Ready? I get preoccupied when I try to visualize. My mind is so busy. Okay, now here's a peek into how I process the universe. Ready? Keep going, Bubba. Okay, I get preoccupied when I try to visualize. My mind is so busy. So we're being told some things here. Ready? Visual, right? When I'm trying to be visual, my mind is occupied. So I want to know, how do you do that, right? Because I guarantee, watch this, ready? So I ask, if you were to teach me how to do that, what would I do to do that? And the answer Robert gives us is, it feels like second guessing myself or playing the what if game. Oh, right. Now get how cool this is. My mind is so busy. That's very vague. And so what I'm doing is I'm inviting some level of specificity to show up. How do you do that? Well, I start asking myself, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? Oh, so now we've got visual competing with auditory.
Right.
Right? Anybody having some fun with this one? And so I asked a little bit more, and so we drill down, and Robert says, I have to start feeling more and thinking less. See, this is the cool bit, because we get to move, through visual, auditory, kinesthetic. We get to move through head, heart, into belly. And it's that knowingness that we're in search of when we're visualizing and having the auditory play its game at the same time. Visualize, auditory, right? Versus right. How would you know it's done? Right? So if you're drinking coffee right now and it was done,
yes.
What would that coffee be like? So hope that was fun. We'll dive into some more. A lot funner on a phone call when we do this.
Or in real life.
Helen says, I was digging seeds up. Didn't always have a scene that was fulfilled, not feeling it real. Learning how to keep the state. Not much I can really say there. But round 2 of Manifesting Mastery, doing well. One other person says, not getting results because I'm not diligent enough or not working hard enough. Oh, boy. What do you reckon on that one, Victoria?
Well, I don't think you have to work hard.
Nah.
But pruning the vine, always.
Always be pruning the vine. Yeah. Always be surrendering to something lovely. In any moment, she can surrender to something lovely for Garden Girl, or not lovely for Garden Girl. Or she can surrender, she can surrender to something completely different. You're always surrendering to something. She doesn't have to will Garden Girl into existence. She just has to go, right, what's Garden Girl going to surrender to?
Well, that happened yesterday, didn't it? When I was telling you,
yes.
Well, a few days ago. So I was feeling like we were getting somewhere with the garden, wasn't I?
Now, notice the candidness. I was feeling like we were getting somewhere. Okay, well, it's not the words, but notice what's driving the bus.
Yeah. It was just because we bought it and it was basically a paddock. Worse than that, it was a junkyard because it had piles of metal and stuff.
Junkyard
and no real plantings. And so then I've been, for the last few years, planting. It feels like that's all we do. And was feeling really good this spring. And then saw a picture of this lady's garden in Warrandyte. And it was just like, look at that.
Now I'm going to tell you what she's doing. Ready? I call this using comparison. Comparison is a mental strategy to torture herself. Because here's how you use comparison to have fun. Would you like coffee? No, I'd rather have tea. Okay. She does a comparison. Coffee? No. Tea? Yes. Right. There's a fun comparison. So bang, she gets a tea. But if she uses comparison the way she just was demonstrating, it's torture.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So that happened twice. So it's a bit like you were saying. You can think lovely in a state or unlovely in the same state. Do you know what I mean? You can. I don't know how you said it, but it was exactly like for me, because it was like feeling while I'm in the state of Garden Girl, yes, everything's ace, garden's looking great, and then in the state of Garden Girl, oh my God, but look at their garden. That's what.
But by the way, notice she's looking at their garden the way it is, and our garden the way it was. Not a valid comparison. Even looking at it the way it is compared to how theirs is. Well, guess what? They've imagined something different, right?
Yeah.
That's the cool thing, right? So really nailing this, God, it's just good fun, because again, so if she stops using comparison to torture herself, she can use it to tickle herself. She can look at that and go, right, you know what? I see what's there now.
I think I'll just move the oak tree.
I think I'll just move the oak tree. But if she imagines something, you know what? That would look nice there.
Yeah.
Now she's using comparison to create,
Yeah.
right? To give
Which
life to
is what I
something.
moved into yesterday afternoon.
Yes.
I started looking at spaces and different level of garden showing up.
Get it?
Yeah.
This is cool, guys.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. We got some more. I'm trying to scan comments here too as well. Yasmin says, I saw V about to compare her garden to another. Oh my God, don't ever do that. It's gorgeous. It is. By the way, we had the Optus guy here yesterday. Instead of being a quick in and out, he spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half with me. And we did the tour, and I showed him the book, and he was blown away the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So, again, he's looking at it going, wow, just surrendering to something. You will surrender to something. Let it be something.
Excuse me.
Bob says, comparison unworthiness. Oh, mercy. So another person says, not owning my experience is mine, feeling as if I missed something, like leaving flour out of a cake recipe. Oh my God. This is fascinating because you can feel something is real, right? By the way, there's the outcome. Feel what would imply it already is real. So if you do that and you're done, right, then you notice. So if she feels the garden, what do we call it when they come and tour the gardens here?
Open garden scheme.
So Victoria wants to have like an open garden thing, right, where people can come around once in a while.
You do.
Oh.
You're the one that said it.
No, well, anyway. So we've talked about people coming in and appreciating the garden.
Yes.
Okay. Are we on the same page with this at all? Or?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Cool. So if she's imagining people loving the garden, watch her. She just did. Okay. Yeah. This is called resourceful. Okay. This is where you want to play. What resources? She just built a resource. Well, she surrendered to it. There's the fun. That's it. That's what we're talking about here as well. What'd you miss? You can't leave anything out if you've surrendered to the state. So once you surrender to the state, you don't gotta add anything else. So just notice, have I surrendered to it? She just fell into it. So people appreciating the garden. Boom. So, somebody says I keep getting in my own way. Here's another variation of it. Second guessing, changing my mind all the time. Or as I get momentum, really moving forward. Someone says something that completely fills me with doubt, fear. Oh my God. By the way, this is why we play with the tools in the toolbox. When I hear people say, well, I don't like congratulatory conversations, so I don't use them, or I'm going to skip using the tools and just feel it. Do not skip the tools, right? There's a reason why Neville taught these things. Neville did these things, right? Now here's what's important. Ready? If you're playing with congratulatory conversations, okay, it will undo this. Because if someone says something that completely fills me with doubt or fear, whether it's somebody physical or somebody imaginal, it's the same thing. So if you want to become bulletproof to what other people say, you learn to play with congratulatory conversations. Because if you don't, then someone's going to say something and fudge, I'm screwed. I got to revise it. I like revision, so I'll use that to revise what they said. No, play with all the tools. Play with them. Catherine Foley says, love your garden, Victoria.
Thank you, Catherine.
Here's a good one. Ready? More proof. Victoria.
Yes.
Can you ever have enough proof?
No. That sounds like someone like me would have posted that. Need more proof.
A buddy of mine dated a girl, and she didn't think she was pretty. And no matter how much attention she got, no matter how much he said, no matter how much anyone else said, you know what she felt? I'm not pretty. I'm quite ugly. Right? Guess
not pretty. Gay.
Guess whose life was hell?
Yeah.
Right? Proof. What a fascinating thing. I am so not into proof. I'm into play. So, Neville said, prove that it works. I'm just going to tell you to play with it. Because the more you play, the more you get, you are constantly succeeding with this. Constantly. So proof. Oh, Victoria. That's right.
And that's a good boy.
Let's see. Yeah, come on up and talk, babe, while I'm looking.
Yeah. Right. So why try to reinvent the wheel? Exactly, Heidi. Use Neville's tools. Because they ace.
They're so simple. move them away from that.
Okay. Oh, I'm down, Bubs.
So, here's what's cool. They're so simple that people add things in. I've got to burn my incense. I've got to do my thing. Bruce, you've got to stay away from that.
Yeah. I think he'll sit down.
All right. So, here's a good one. I think I have a problem with trying to fix society or some such thing. It's like I can't really feel happy if I hear someone else might be suffering. I almost have to pep talk myself into being selfish just to ignore it for a while. God, I wish I could have interfaced with this one a little bit before. Here's what I'm guessing happens. Ready? You see a problem out there, and then you have to give yourself a pep talk to keep going. Again, we've got a war between what I see, and I've got to fix it by what I say. You get it? Those wars you cannot win. Okay? Fundamentally, if we step back, remember what Neville says, we're not here to fix all that stuff. That's all perfect. Okay? If you look up Spiral on NevilleGoddardQuotes.com, there's a lovely quote on that. We're here to experience the horrors of the world. So for the people that are imagining, one thing, they need the war. If they're somebody else imagining something else needs cancer, right? Because that's how they're going to realize, oh my God, I created war. I created cancer. Okay. And then they can be done with that. But we get to play all the parts. So to try to fix it, oh my God, there's nothing to fix. It's all perfect. But again, notice the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. There's something out there. Injustice. I'll have some commentary about it. Now I have to pep myself up, pep talk.
Yeah. And probably it wouldn't surprise me if they try and isolate themselves more then from it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like
turn off Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to get away from all the negativity. I'm going to turn off Facebook. Let's see how that works out for you. Somebody else says I was missing the fun of it. So I put that back in today, adding things for fun. Oh my God.
Excellent.
You're going to feed something. You're always going to feed something. So either you're letting the weeds grow in your garden or you're putting lovely plants in your garden. You got lovely seeds. You're always feeding. What you are feeds. You're not what's fed. What you are feeds. And when you get that, you get to always just notice, what am I feeding? What am I feeding? What am I feeding? Don't feed anything for one more second if it's crap. Stop it. Feed something lovely. Oh my God. And one more, money growing my business and having fun doing it.
Feeding the fun, says Bruce.
Yep. So money growing my business and having fun doing it. I'm not sure what gets in the way there. How that fits in. But part of it, what's the internal part of that? So there's those.
Yes.
Any other questions? Any comments? What do you got? How are we doing? Victoria, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? That a couple of those really were like me. And sometimes I think, I don't know. That's all right. Yeah. So it was good getting people's comments on that.
Cool. So let's see if we can see any more comments. I can't see any more comments.
Can't scroll.
All right. So I guess that's about it. So how'd we do, guys? What'd you learn?
What'd you learn about you? What was your best bit? Yeah.
And if you want to right now, you can still join Manifesting Mastery, and you won't be done by the end of the year.
Not now.
No, but you'll be done like in January.
Yeah.
Right? So,
when you're making your New Year's resolutions, you'll have all of that learning underneath.
Absolutely. So visit us at
freeneville.com.
Join us in
Manifesting Mastery by going to manifestingmasterycourse.com.
And for the refund,
go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And by the way, let us know. I'm not sure how the show sharing works anymore, because when I look on this thing, it doesn't look like there's a show share button during the show, but you can share it with individual people. It's really weird. But for those that are sharing the show after the show, thank you. We really appreciate it. Or if you can share the show during the show, let me know how you do that, because I can't seem to figure it out.
We can't work it out.
And that's it. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and visit us at
feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. See ya.
See ya.
In the event.